How's everybody doing tonight? Today's episode, we're talking about Special Airsoft Forces, also known as Special Operations Airsoft Forces. I have everything typed up on my cell phone, so I'm going to read off to you the basics of a Special Airsoft Forces team or Special Operations Airsoft Forces. Okay, so here it goes. Special Airsoft Forces or Special Operations Airsoft Forces are terms used to describe elite military simulation tactical teams trained to perform high-risk, dangerous missions that conventional airsoft units cannot perform. Special Airsoft Forces soldiers need to be physically and mentally robust and have the confidence, courage, and skill to operate individually or in small teams, often in isolation and in a hostile environment. There are high-value assets commanded at the strategic level, delivering effects disproportionate to their size. Now, I know there's a lot of airsoft teams out there that they have that special operations look, and they have some sort of name that identifies them as Special Airsoft Forces. Yet having the look and having the name is just one part of being a Special Airsoft Forces. To be truly classified as a Special Airsoft Forces, you need to have the look, have the name, as well as have the performance and operations. If you are a Special Airsoft Forces, you have the look and have the name. Whether if you're working off the CIA, SAD, SOG, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Rangers, SAS, Spetsnaz, whatever it may be, you may have the look, the weaponry, the loadouts, the gear, whatever it may be. You may have the name, whatever you're calling yourself, 501st Special Operations Airsoft Forces, 10th Special Airsoft Operations Detachment or something, whatever it may be. You're calling yourself this, you have the look, you have the name. But if you perform like you're just playing backyard airsoft, or you perform at a level that has no credibility whatsoever, if you're performing at a level to where simple teams can just wipe you out without giving them any kind of challenge, then you're not a true Special Airsoft Force or Special Airsoft Operations Force. A true Special Airsoft Operations Force, first of all, they train hard and they train, on occasion. Not just go play airsoft. Oh, we're just going to put a team together. We'll just call it the, I'm just throwing out names here, Ghost Reconnaissance Airsoft Unit, and we'll just throw on, multicam, and we all have M4s and chest rigs and, 10, 15 mags, and we'll go out there and we'll just play airsoft. Negative. You gotta have the performance too. With the performance, you need to train. You need to train in tactics, basic to advanced tactics. You need to train in carbine skills, handgun skills. You need to train. So when you're out there performing as a unit and you're conducting operations and conducting missions, you can do so as if you were that elite military simulation team. Because if you're just a standard military simulation team trying to copy or replicate these actual real world special operations units or fictional special operations units, but you're not performing, kind of on the same level or somewhat close to the same level that they are on the airsoft field to them with them in, real world combat, then you're just disrespecting what they're doing. So say if you are, let's go this. Say if you're based on the Delta Force, you call yourself, 8th Special Forces Operational Airsoft Detachment Bravo, and you're based off the Delta Force. You got the look, you got the Delta Force look, you got the Delta Force weaponry, and you got the name that kind of resembles the Delta Force. Yet you guys don't train, you don't do any of that. You just simple airsofters. Playing on the weekends. You go into an operation and you get cremated. I personally would find it disrespectful if I was an ex-Delta operator. I may be an ex-Delta operator on another team who was just some random team. and you guys say, oh yeah, we're based on a Delta Force, but then you were given a mission, yet 2 minutes within that mission, your whole team was wiped out. That's lack of training, lack of confidence, lack of strategical and tactical knowledge. If you're going to base your team off a Special Operations Airsoft Force or a Special Operations team, if you're being a Special Airsoft Force, you need to at least have 1 or 2 guys with some kind of real world Special Operations background experience, whether it be, JROTC, real military, whatever it may be. They need to have some form of special operations experience and or training. I know a lot of airsoft guys. They know Army Rangers, they know Navy SEALs, they know special ops guys and stuff like that. Pararescue, and then they have the team gets trained by these guys, or this guy's trained by them, and what the other guy learned from this real world special operator guys, he teaches his team. That's A-OK. As long as you perform on the same level or close to the same level as your real world counterpart, then you are considered a Special Airsoft Force. Like take Black Forest SAG, Special Airsoft Group. We're based on the CIA Special Activities Division / Special Operations Group. So guess what? All our guys either have some form of real world special operations experience. They have 2+ years as an actual Special Airsoft Forces operator, meaning that they came from a team that trained and performed, equivalent to the real world counterpart. Some of our guys, are there. They're at that level, that mindset, that push forward set. They have the confidence level knowing that when they pull at that rifle and they get behind the optics or get behind their iron sights, they know that when they're pulling that trigger, they know that they have a trained trigger. You just can't have a group of untrained airsofters attempting to put together a Special Airsoft Forces. That's very, very disrespectful. You need a group of partially or semi-trained to fully real-world trained operators in order to consider yourself a Special Airsoft Forces. So that's the whole point about being Special Airsoft Forces. You need to have the look, the name, and the performance. I hope that helps you out.